Morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. This is me, Tom, on another crazy wild project. What's going on here is this fascia board on this garage door was basically rotted away, falling away from the house, and the homeowner asked me to disassemble the whole thing and figure out what it's going to take to fix it. Well, the way they built this is somewhat suspicious. They actually, homeowner, by my request, had a structural engineer come in and look at this and formulate an opinion on what it's going to take to put this back right. There's so many things going on here that are just wrong. The way they tied everything in, how they use those 2x4 plugs, and you can see it. 2x4 plug, and see that massive amount of caulk up the top, and then they caulk, it was a huge bead, about almost a ½ inch thick, and then they used this backer material right there, you can see it, and they glued it to the brick as a fill-in for the gap for the big fascia board that was up there. And it kept leaking behind it, obviously. You can see that there was just some kind of sloppy engineering going on here, and the way they tied all this together. So what they would do, they'd have their fascia board right up here, and they would use these little 2x4 inserts to attach the fascia board, and then you can see the caulk line. You can see the caulk line going all the way down the brick as they filled it in. Now, the engineer and I are getting together tomorrow, and we're going to figure out what's the best solution to put this back together. Now, I have my ideas on what needs to be done here, but the problem is that a lot of these 2x4s, these little inserts right here, a lot of these are extremely loose, and they almost pretty much come out, see? So there's really not that great of an attachment. Now, I had these 4x4s up here for support, and you can see the debris I've already pulled down. But I had originally, when I opened this up and I looked deep into the corner here, you can see barely, but the I-beam right here is not into the brick. But after inspecting this, what they did is they cut the I-beam here, slotted it, and on the inside, they got the I-beam going on the CMU block on the inside. And that's how they support the rest of this house, because as you can see, this thing is huge. See? Let me back up here, give you a perspective of the size of this side of the house, and it's all resting right there on this I-beam, and the I-beam's on the inside, and you can see it. There it is. There's the I-beam going all the way across. Okay, so once I meet with the engineer tomorrow, he'll give me a plan to put this thing back correctly, or whatever I need to disassemble to rebuild to try to fix this thing. That's our game plan. But you can see how the brick masons, they just really did a really sloppy, just, you know, what can I say? I mean, you can see, look at the concrete. I haven't touched anything. I mean, this is what they did. Kind of crazy. But anyway, what can I tell you? I'm back at the horse park over here at Wakefield. The old trusty van. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Jobs like this are pretty normal for me to see and do, you know, this type of work. But being that this is a $1.5 million home, I wanted to make absolutely sure. I could have told the homeowner anything. I could have said, hey, look, you know, I got this handled. and disassemble it and basically rebuild it exactly the way they had it built the first time. But I don't really feel that that would have been justified to do that. So I wanted to cover my butt just to make sure, you know, and add credibility to this job, because in reality, if I put this back, because this place is going up for sale, and plus two, I've got all the decks to rebuild on this. I'm going to be rebuilding both those decks too. This is the house I did all the interior work, 40 days worth of interior work, all the sheetrock from when it was blown out from the air conditioning system leaking inside the house. And I want to, you know, of course, give myself some peace of mind that when I put this back together, that it's structurally sound, it's correct, because when they put it up for sale, there's going to be an inspection report, obviously, for the seller agent and the buyer agent. So, you know, I don't want it to fail inspection, because the repairs, since I've got my hand on this house, and believe me, I've done multiple, $13,000 worth of work on this house already. I don't want any of it to come back on me and you know, ruin my credibility. So that's the reason for taking the extra precautions to make sure that what I'm about to suggest or what work I'm going to do on this place is the correct way of doing it. So any of you guys out there that get into a pickle and, you know, figure out that, you know, you're in a situation where the old way they built it or the way they built it originally and you're trying to reconstruct it is wrong, or you're not sure and you want to make sure, get a structural engineer to come out. And I'm sure the homeowner will appreciate your extra effort to, you know, make sure that you cover your butt. Because remember, the one thing I've got to do is I got to protect my insurance company in this whole process too. I can't just, you know, do anything I want to do and fix anything I want to fix any way I want to fix it and have it fly. That's just not the way you do it. That's not good business. And also too, because of that integrity, making sure that your company, you protect your company, you'll always get future work. I just got booked for another big fence rot repair job and deck rot repair job that starts tomorrow, which is going to be a house that's a couple miles right out, not even a couple miles, it's only like a mile and a half right over there, another one of these big houses. And he's got a fence like this right here, and it's just rotting, all the posts are rotting out, and it's just a mess. So I'm gonna head to the farm and go get all my tools, post hole diggers, my cement bucket mixer, and a bunch of just hand tools and stuff, and get ready to start on this this big job repairing this guy's fence and his deck. Because even the deck, the 4x6s that are supporting the deck have already rotted out at the base, and now the deck is unsafe to walk on. So definitely he approved that immediately. Once I did some work for him before, and he appreciated the honesty about the way I went about the job that I did for him. And he just texted me last night and says, we approve the fence repair and the deck repair. You do it at your pace, do whatever you need to do. We know you're fixing this house over here too, and you're on another job, so just keep us in your schedule and do whatever you need to do when you need to do it. Okay guys, let me get out of here. I've got a long day. I've got a lot of equipment I've got to go get and do a little bit of driving. And now that this is opened up, I'll be able to have the engineer look at this and just give me his opinion. Okay, so remember, whenever you're in doubt, don't ever take it upon yourself, unless you're a general contractor and you've got the knowledge to ascertain the way something was built before, and you know how to fix it correctly and it'll pass inspection without any doubt. Don't ever hesitate to call a professional in or somebody with another opinion, because it'll save you a lot of grief and also make you look good in the long run. Okay guys, let me get out of here. Tom on another Handyman video. Y'all stay blessed.